Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of My Hornby Hobby. This is a follow-up to the last video that we did. If you haven't seen it, then go check it out. It was another big reveal of the quote-unquote finished layout. So we now need to talk about the next step. What's going to happen next? Well, I've got two more layouts planned out, or that I want to do. The first of which is, if I can find it, here it is. It's in the Pico Modelers Library 60 Plans for Small Locations book, track plans book, and it is plan number SP42. It's 6 foot by 1 foot, and well, it's there at the top. So another shunting layout, basically, almost identical to that one. So you're going to have an add-on shunting spur, and then it's going to come under a bridge, set of points to that skews off to a loco shed with a coaling stage and a water tower and whatnot. Then it keeps going, and then there's going to be a couple of extra points. One's going to go to like a warehouse and goods shed plus dock, you know, kind of thing, for loading and unloading wagons. The siding down at the bottom, that's going to be maybe like a cattle dock. But yeah, I've already got the board sorted out for that, which is 6x1. So that's already ready to go. So just needs planning to hell. So that's the next shunting layout idea. And here is a little something I sketched up while I was at work. Now this is another passenger layout, and this is going to be bigger and more different. It'll probably still be on an 8 foot by 4 foot baseboard, but it's going to have inclines. It's going to have, so basically this is the bottom of your mountain, basically. Just imagine the Cul de Fel railway. So it's going to, so yeah, you park up here in the station, you take the train, and it takes you all the way up and across this bridge, which is like on the top of the mountain. You know, in Thomas and Friends, there's often a shot of Thomas going over like a little bridge with like a waterfall behind him. Basically that. And we do actually have inclusion of a waterfall going into a lake, which actually surrounds the thing. And then there'll be like a top station, maybe up here on this corner somewhere. I haven't quite figured out all the finer details yet. But then it comes back down the mountain, back onto flat ground, through a tunnel, round and back to the station. And there's going to be a trail that you can walk on. So you can actually walk up the mountain, and it's going to be complete forest, pretty much all up there. So, you know, you'll have a bridge, and then the forest will be slightly below it. So then you can see the train going round and then coming back down the other side. So that's going to be my next passenger layout. Now there is one more layout, but this is going to have to wait until I've got a place of my own, because it's going to have to be that big. You may have noticed that in the last episode I alluded to a couple of little extra features. And I said I'd explain about them. You thought I forgot about that, didn't you? Nope. So, the signal box, the extra signal box that's gone onto that siding, and the little platform as well, on the outside line, they're for my Ivor the Engine idea. I'm converting one of my 040s into Ivor the Engine. And I'm going to do Ivor the Engine Reloaded. I'm going to bring Ivor the Engine back. I'm going to narrate the stories myself, do all the sound effects, do basically all of it. Because I love Ivor the Engine. It's probably one of my favourite TV shows and one of my favourite DVDs. It's just nice to watch. And plus, since I have a bit of Welsh heritage, you know, it's the top left-hand corner of Wales. I want to recreate the entire top left-hand corner of Wales. The Marioneth and Llantycini Rail Traction Company Limited. And I can't wait to do that. I will be uploading some tests, some test shots and stuff, just to see how things go and just to see what you guys think. For those of you who have ever watched Dive of the Engine, you know, maybe the one thing that I need to figure out with that is how am I going to control the engine, because that's the whole reason why that loco shed and that signal box is over there for the first episode, because comes out the shed, the signal set against them. Oh, he's not awake yet, Ivor. Give him a blow, and then do that whole little tete-a-tete thing, and then come into the big station, which is going to be Llanniog Station, where we're going to see Die Station, and he's going to give us all the things to do. And then that platform is for choir practice, the Grumblian District Choral Society. So that's going to be for that. So controlling the engines is going to be probably the worst bit for that, because I can't really set the speed and have the camera over there at the same time. I'd have to have the controller and the camera in the same spot. But yeah, so that's the plan. That's what's coming next. And who knows, there's probably going to be 20 more layouts that I'm going to want to make. But these two right here, the other shunting layout and the passenger layout, are what's yet to come. I mean, this passenger layout will allow me to get more into scenery. So doing hills, doing mountains, doing streams, and just doing all sorts of different stuff that I didn't do with this. And plus now I've learned my lesson about doing water. And as for that shunting layout, it's going to be more industrial. I mean, this is kind of a passenger layout, or an ex-passenger layout that's kind of been just converted into a shunting yard, really. I want one that's a proper shunting yard from the beginning, where they still get goods, they still get cattle, they still get trucks of coal and goods vans and stuff, and you still have to shunt around. So there we go. So that's what's coming up next. As for what I'm going to call these layouts, I have no idea at the moment. And I'm also thinking of an idea for this shunting layout, the first one. I did think about calling it the Inglenook, but I don't like it. I'm sure I'll come up with a name for it. I always do. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Always much appreciated. And until next time, stay safe and thanks for watching.